Today is Friday, September 26th, and my name is Ian Fox. The dust has finally settled from Wrest-Fall Out-Palooza, and the PTP Royale is in the books. But who walked out champion? Did Jared keep the gold, or do we have a brand new title holder? And what about the promos on the line between me and Dabber? Someone's cutting one. And don't forget the lowest score between me, Joe, and Brett means one of us has to pay up two. If you're new here, the PTP Royale is the only prediction game where wrestling fans can get beat head-to-head, scoring points on match order, results, and wild prop bets. Winner gets number one contender, bragging rights, and sometimes the gold. Losers, they get humbled and get sent to the back of the line. Stick with us because today we're breaking it all down, the fallout, the scores, who's talking their way into next week's spotlight. I'm joined as always by my best friends Joe and Brett. This is Pick The Push.
Storm only eats corn the long way.
So then I guess the biggest news from Wrest-Fall Out-Palooza is that we have a new champion. I clearly did not win, obviously, but not only did I not win, Jared lost and Dabber won, gaining the Pick The Push championship.
Congrats to Dabber for finally taking down Jared.
Yeah, for sure. Dabber ended up with 53 points, Jared with 47, and me with 46, meaning I also had a bet with Dabber. We'll talk to him next week about what kind of promo he wants me to do for him because I was 2 points away from weaseling out of it. But, you know, shit happens.
He only beat you by a point.
Yeah. So, like, what the fuck? I have to do a promo because of 2 points.
You were going to do the promo anyways because Dabber
Not if I was... No, because it was for who comes last. It wasn't me versus Dabber at all. If Jared had gotten third, I would not have done it, and it would have just canceled it out.
I didn't realize that was the thing or a stipulation with you and Dabber. I thought it was just between you and Dabber, like a one-on-one.
No, it was meant to just be out of the triple threat.
Gotcha. Really living up to number 3 contender.
Yeah, I was really trying to, weasel my way out of it in any weird scenario that I could with it, to be honest, and it didn't help.
It didn't happen. Didn't happen. That's the other thing we have to talk about. You have to wear a number 3 contender shirt to TNA.
Yeah, confirmed since I did not win the PTP championship at Wrest-Fall Out-Palooza. I'm a man of my word, and I will be wearing a number 3 contender shirt at a live TNA pay-per-view for Bound for Glory.
The good news is it will match us. It'll be on that same colored t-shirt. We'll all have matching t-shirts.
Yeah, that really wasn't the concern. I really didn't think this would even be a concern. But if you're listening to this and you are looking for us, I will have a giant clown emoji with me. I can promise you that.
Will you? Will you have a giant clown emoji? All right.
I ended up with 46 points, Joe with 49, and Brett with 44. But because my rule is that if I don't get first, that it's my promo to do, this is my promo this week.
And I actually have decided on what I would want you to do for a promo.
Okay.
And I decided I want a Weaselly heel promo from Ian with a bunch of excuses that don't make sense as to why you didn't win the championship.
I love that. So a Jared promo.
Yeah.
Just haven't heard it from that direction because he's been the champion.
Exactly.
Can do.
I want to hear all the excuses, but I don't want them to be good excuses.
The sun was in my eyes.
The sun was in my eyes. There was a glare on my screen when I was picking. I don't care. Just give me awful excuses.
Here's a legitimate excuse. Jump Space is such a good game that I was very distracted.
I did already message Brett with what I wanted him to do as a promo. Because I didn't realize that you were going to be taking his promo, but I'm still going to have Brett cut that promo, and you're going to be so sad when he does.
Oh, no. For sure, I'd say the next big thing we have is our new number 1 contender. Congratulations, Ferg. Alpha Ferg in our Discord.
What? Alpha Ferg in the house again?
his second time winning a Royale or a challenge. With this time, he got 62 points.
Can you remind me, is this the first time somebody's been a challenger twice?
This is for sure, since with the exception of Jared has also been the top scorer in 2 of these as well. But in the first one, he won the championship, and in the second one that he won, he was already the champion. So as far as being able to achieve the number 1 contender status, he's the first ever to become it twice.
Well, a lot of history was made over this last pay-per-view. We have
Exactly.
a brand new champion.
Yep.
We have
A real
the first
champion.
ever double 2-time number 1 contender.
Right.
And then Jared's title reign came to an end.
Yep, absolutely. The longest and shortest title reign.
Or Jordan's title reign came to an end.
All right, I'm now joined with our former champion, Jared Holmes. Jared, welcome.
Let's not use the term former. I don't like
All right.
that. That
Well,
offends me.
How about this? You were the first ever PTP champion. Looking back, how does it feel to have your name etched in history as the inaugural champ?
Well, you see, it feels good. It felt great to be champion, but then shit happened, and I lost due to collusion, in my opinion.
Mm,
You saw the
really?
doctor notes. I emailed you 15 doctor's notes saying that I had a torn ACL, a torn rotator cuff, a torn meniscus, and a bruised left toe, right toe. One of them toes was bruised.
None of those hand injuries, huh?
hmm
You can still use your phone. Okay, just checking.
I got injured.
All right. Well, not only were you the first champ, but you defended the title twice. What do you think made you such a dominant champion?
I'm surprised you can count. That's probably the most shocking thing that I've gathered from this. But what made me such a dominant champion? I mean, I am the Jared Holmes, like literally the greatest, uh, the icon. I don't know, better. I'm better than Betty White, better than sliced bread, all that shit. I'm the Jared Holmes. I am that motherfucker.
So you'd say it's safe to assume that you set the standard for what it means to be the Pick the Push champion.
Obviously, yes, 100%. And I'll get it back. I'll get it back.
All right. Well, every reign eventually ends, and yours ended in a triple threat match. How are you processing this loss?
I obviously shouldn't have competed in the triple threat match. I think that was again collusion on the powers that be here at the PTP,
Right.
PTC, not PCB, PTC, Pick the Push,
PCP.
something like that. Yeah, PCP, we love it. But the fact that there was a triple threat, on top of the injury, like I have stated, I don't know if you've seen all the tweets from all my thousands and millions of fans out there saying, "Hey, man, we need to push this match back due to Jared's injury." I just feel like it was powers that be wanted me to fail.
So you don't feel like you were caught in the chaos of a triple threat and Dabber simply just outscored you?
No, I don't even. Dabo Sweeney,
ER.
Dabo Sweeney, Clemson's quarterback, head coach, beat me.
There was only 1 point difference between you and me in that match. Does that sting at all?
No, because I beat you. It might have
Fair
been by
enough.
1 point, but I still beat you. So I was not technically I lost, but I wasn't the biggest loser of the triple threat. That was yourself.
Right. Thanks, ChatGPT, for adding that question. So I do got to ask, when it comes down to it, do you really think the scoring was unfair, or do you believe that there was actually something nefarious to this?
I think there's a lot of nefarious stuff. Obviously, the powers that be want to see me fail again, like I have stated multiple times during this interview, that is taken away from my rehab and rehabilitation from my torn ACL, my torn rotator cuff, my torn meniscus, and my bruised right or left toe, maybe both. Yeah, it's collusion. It's a hack.
I think you got more injuries than Jericho knows holds.
Hey, man, it's a bad injury, And I had a finger injury, too. It was really hard for me to be able
Now
to
there's a finger one.
click the name. Yeah.
Do you want to
I couldn't
elaborate
click the
on
name.
how you got injured?
I
Or
don't
it's
know.
just
I
hurt?
just woke up injured. I
Just
took
woke up
a
injured?
gummy. I took a gummy, and then I woke up injured.
You sure you weren't biting your finger?
Maybe. But I really legitimately do actually have a finger injury. And it hurts really bad, so it really took away from being able to click things, you know?
All right, so everybody in Discord seems to be totally fine with Dabber winning, and they believe it's all clean.
Yeah, because I think the powers that be are paying them to do that stuff.
Paying everybody in the Discord.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not that big of a Discord, but that is fair. I mean, are you suggesting that we should do some sort of a recount or anything like that?
I think so. I think that's fair, you know. I feel like Dabo has stole this match.
All right. Well, just to be safe, I'll tell you this: before you got on here, we did rerun the numbers,
All
and
right,
you lost.
go ahead and say
Dabber is the
what?
champion. Are you sincerely claiming that you were screwed?
100% screwed. There is collusion. There is a conspiracy against Jared Holmes. There has been since day one. Like, I came into the office one morning, right? Y'all have
course.
coffee and tea. You have coffee and tea, but you have no Mountain Dew for me. Why is that?
Because we don't have an office. I don't know where you were.
I was at an office somewhere. There was people there picking stuff.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. If you really have that big of a problem with it, I'll suggest this. We can go one-on-one at Crown Jewel. We'll say the loser owes the winner a promo of their choice, and we can decide it that way if that's really how you feel.
Hey, that sounds good, you know. Embarrass you, obviously. It's going to be pretty bad. Crown Jewel. What is Crown Jewel, by the way? Is that WWE?
That is WWE, yes.
Oh, yeah, I got it. WWE is so easily predictable. So you're going to lose.
This one's in Perth, Australia. There might be something different to it.
I doubt it. Did you watch Wrest-Fall-Palooza? That shit was ass. That's why I lost. WWE fucked me over, really. But yeah, I'm down to do that. I'm down to, you know, embarrass you a little bit, you know.
All right, well, we'll see how that goes. But I'm thankful to take that on and show you once and for all that I'm still better than you, too. I don't even have to win the triple threat. I'll take you on, too.
Doubtful. You're definitely not better than me. The only thing you would probably be better than me at is maybe like throwing interceptions, kind of like Drake May. You know.
All right, well, also a Patriots fan, you as well. So
Yeah.
that I hope stings you, too.
It does.
All right. For today, I think that'll be enough. We can end it there, and I'll see you at Crown Jewel.
Yep. I'll probably kick in your crown jewels, buddy.
What are you guys excited about the most right now?
The pay-per-views for the weekend, between AEW and WWE, I think that AEW definitely stomped the shit out of the WWE one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody can dispute any of that.
Nope. And my favorite part of that entire pay-per-view was the tables and tax match.
Do you think that we hate Wrestlepalooza because All Out was on the same day? Because I feel it was not a good pay-per-view, but as far as WWE standards go, I felt like it was about average. Nothing
No,
like
I
it wasn't
wouldn't
bad,
even
but
give it.
like watching that pay-per-view, I don't think I'd be disappointed if it was its own standalone and there was no pay-per-view the week before or the week after.
Yeah, like you had absolutely no other wrestling to watch for a couple of weeks. Sure.
I don't mean like zero, but like as far as a pay-per-view, it was.
I've got
Subpar.
2 cents to lay down. I've got 2 cents to lay down. And it was something I was thinking about the entire time the entire hour that AEW was the entire time that AEW was overlapping with WWE. And you know, you and me were you and me, Ian, and some other people, we were watching both of them at the same time. It's kind of crazy that, and okay, and I'm going to back up. I feel like we've talked about this several times before. As soon as WWE started and we were basically ignoring it because Hangman was doing a pretty okay job, we got to ignore WWE for all of the bad parts. But as soon as John Cena came out, I could not stop watching his beautiful face. You know what I mean? I couldn't stop. I'm gonna redact that beautiful face. As soon as John Cena came out, I couldn't stop watching. He brought out the kids. Brock Lesnar came out. It was super entertaining to watch, and I basically stopped watching the Hangman fight. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think that's a fair statement solely for the fact that it's Cena and he has 6 appearances left.
But let me keep going. As soon as Cena and Brock started wrestling, I completely zoned out and I started watching I started watching Hangman again. Because the
Accurate.
wrestling was just so much better. So once again, is WWE good wrestling? I don't think so. As soon as it's wrestling versus wrestling, I'm watching a subpar Hangman Page match over Brock Lesnar and John Cena, the two, an iconic pair. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or again, is it just that everybody in WWE is so much more charismatic and they have so much more history that they're tricking you into thinking that they're good?
Also, something we didn't talk about after the fact, after the coffin match, Darby like set Moxley on fire. Like I feel like that's a part we're all
Yeah.
missing.
No.
Like,
I wasn't missing that.
but like when you think of All Out, and when I think about talking to everybody, like that's not the first thing I talk about, and I think that's crazy.
Well, it's like that wasn't the craziest thing that happened.
I don't know if it was the most entertaining, but that's definitely like that has to be the craziest.
Well, they put him in a fireproof. So, I mean, I've got all sorts of whingy shit to say, but they put him in a fireproof body bag. Unfortunately, the warm up to it was so long. I had time to pick apart how the stunt was done in my
Yeah.
head.
He was still set on fire. Does that mean we're getting an Inferno match later?
I don't know what that means, but it sounds probably amazing.
I would love that.
Inferno match. First one to get caught on fire loses. That's the rules. That's the only rule.
First one to get caught on fire
Yeah, the objective is to light your opponent on fire.
Correct.
with like lighter fluid and stuff.
That's probably what they will do, but normally like there's a perimeter around the ring that's just all fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you just got to put them in.
Yeah, you just gotta like lean them into it, and if any part of it, like limb or anything, is on fire, you win.
So this is what I'm not getting. In my head, on fire means you're getting screwed, like you're using lighter
engulfed?
fluid. Yeah, you
That
know
would
what I mean?
be insane, and that's honestly where I would think Darby and Moxley would take it. I hope to God
Yeah,
not.
I was gonna say that's how I expected an Inferno match with those two to go.
But yeah, thinking about like Darby literally just did that. Like that's how he set him on fire too and shit.
Can you imagine being there live and just having Darby Allin come out with a fucking flamethrower?
That's helping AEW for sure this week. Like that's badass. We're not seeing shit like that on Raw, but Raw was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say Raw was good, but like, was it Darby Allin with a flamethrower good?
I don't know yet. If there's like one more thing, it might sway me enough. I don't know if it'll be enough.
Ooh, what? We're gonna witness a murder at Wrestle Dream.
What did he say? Did he say Inferno?
No, you didn't hear the stipulation?
No, what did he say?
No.
He said Darby and Moxley Wrestle Dream, an I Quit match.
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck!
We still might see them get caught on fire. Yeah.
I don't want that to happen.
I'm so excited for that pay-per-view.
Will there be a fork?
Will there be a murder?
Yeah.
All right. Well, with all that being said, then, for Raw vs AEW for me this week, as much as I absolutely loved Darby with the flamethrower and the return of Orange Cassidy, who was one of my all-time favorites, I think I'm going with Raw because of just the Yeet versus the Yeah match and the Asuka miss alone. I think is going to trump over those for me because Raw was just so unbelievably good. Again, I watched this at very fast speed to just get through it, but it still came out as being very good for me.
What do you think, Brett? So we have one vote for Raw over AEW.
I'm gonna admit it. I'm still torn. I do have such fond memories about WWE. I think Raw was better. The only reason why I say that is because I felt my attention wandering a little bit while I was watching AEW this week, and I feel like that doesn't normally happen.
That's
I like
fair.
that point.
All right. So for me, like I said, I feel like I'm the oddball out. When it comes to Raw and AEW, don't get me wrong, both shows were bangers this week, and I mean bangers. I feel like I'm in the same boat as Brett, where it was very, very hard for me to choose between the two. But I feel like with Raw, I was waiting for it to end or waiting to get to the good matches because we got a lot more promos this week than we did matches. Don't get me wrong, the wrestling was good, but there was a lot of promos this week for Raw. And for that alone, I think that AEW did a little bit better on it. They just had better matches. I just enjoyed the wrestling more. And then we also got Orange Cassidy back and Darby with a flamethrower.
Oh yeah, those two alone, I could completely understand if that made anybody's decision go to AEW. But yeah, for me, it just for whatever reason, maybe it's because I watched it so fast. I wasn't. I mean, I was still trying to get through it, but the amount of time I invested in watching it was not nearly the same.
No, so I feel like the one of the main reasons I'm choosing AEW over Raw is at the end of Raw, I mean at the end of AEW, you said it yourself. Oh, it's over? I thought there was more
Yeah, I was expecting more.
because those 2 hours flew by,
So that's a fair point. I like that a lot.
and that's why I choose AEW over Raw this week. So no clean sweep for either show this week. That's still a win for Raw. It's 2-on-1.
So I was
But
just gonna
Yeah.
say, even that's 2 weeks in a row for Raw that Raw won. Even though it was last week a landslide, that's still
Yep.
2 weeks in a row is pretty impressive for Raw.
Yeah, considering their pay-per-views didn't stand a chance.
True.
Did not stand a chance.
Shitting all over Wrest-Fall-Palooza, but Raw pulls it out over Dynamite this week.
Right?
Mhm.
Hilarious. This week on SmackDown, the most important thing is there is a triple threat for the Women's Championship. Tiffy versus Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill. Everybody's saying this is where Tiffy loses it. Do you guys think any different?
I could see Tiffy losing it because it's a triple threat, but I could also see WWE, just
Letting Tiffy have it for longer just cuz.
I mean, more eyes on SmackDown if we see another title change hands, right?
possibly.
Depending on who they give it to.
I see it. If it goes anyway, it would be Nia winning it, and she's pinning Cargill.
I could see that.
But I would prefer Tiffy to keep it. There's no reason to give it away to either of these competitors. I don't think
No.
they would do bad, but Tiffy seems to be doing fine.
I don't see why not. I don't. I guess for me, it's another one of those who cares match.
For sure, but that'll at least be the main event of SmackDown, no question.
I got a question for you. You said that Tiffy is apparently doing fine, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Are you watching her matches weekly?
I mean, I'm catching SmackDown when I can, but every time I
Uh-huh.
see her, I don't have any specific critiques. She's living up to what my expectations are for her to be a champion, and I think
Yeah.
she's knocking it out of the park. And every match I have seen with her, anything I would say negative, I would think would be nitpicky.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Because it's one of those, she's not doing bad. She is doing exactly what I expected her to do. Now, keep in mind that bar is extremely low, so she doesn't have to do much to be average, but she's at least being average.
So, as far as SmackDown goes, the only thing listed is that triple threat. But do you guys think that they would continue the open challenge? I hope they do, but there's
For
no
the
word
US?
in it. Yeah, for Sami Zayn's U.S. Championship.
Is he
Injured? What happened to Sami Zayn?
The last time I saw him, he got his poop pushed back in by Brock.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did the open
But no,
challenge
he was
with
on
Cena.
last week's too, now that I think about it, right? Yeah, he had the Carmelo. What am I thinking? He literally defended it in the challenge last week against Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, so that's why I bring it up, because that would only be 2 open challenges that he would do if he doesn't have one this week. So I guess I would expect it in that regard, but it's just not confirmed.
But there is one last thing, and it's because of how I thought this was all gonna come out before you had your rule about if you're not first, you're last.
Mhm.
You're still gonna cut your promo,
The
but I
Ricky Bobby
gave
rule.
Brett his promo, and Brett really wants to do it, and I
I'm
think
running
it'd
with
be
it, man.
perfect.
If you like it, then I fucking love it.
All right, so what I had Brett do was make a promo about how you are the number 3 contender.
That hurts me emotionally, but I am so excited for that.
The good news is it'll lead into your promo for next week.
That sounds perfect. I'm very excited for that then.
So whenever you want and or ready, Brett, if you want to talk your way into it, that's also okay.
Here we are, America, the number 3 contender, Ian Fox. You know, the confirmed number 3 contender because you came in third of 3. You know what people call that, right? It's last. You didn't even beat Jared, and he's not even a true champion. He was just a placeholder until a real champion got belted. You know, by the way, shout out to Dabber, the first real champ. You know, that stuff. And you know what's funny? You made the rules, and you tallied the points, and you organized the tournament, and you still lost. So, you know, there's that. I guess it's really not funny, haha, more like uh-oh. So, you know, are you really the best? Or are you just the kind of guy that makes a competition you think you can win in order to force people into acknowledging your perceived greatness? You know what animal that reminds me of? I'll give you a guess. It starts with the W and ends with easel. I guess that means what I'm really looking forward to is to hear how you weasel your way out of losing again. So you've got your captive audience. Lay it on us. We'll wait.
Perfect, buddy.
Dude, you had me geeking out. Like I had to like turn away from the mic a couple times.
I was gonna say, I heard you starting to laugh into the mic, and it was just like, oh man, he's killing it right now.
The only thing I'll add to that though is that you started that promo with America, and we had 2 people, one from Russia and one from Germany, listen to the podcast, or somebody used a VPN from there. So eat that.
Oh shoot!
We're worldwide, baby.
Well, worldwide, baby.
Shout out Russia, Germany. Don't let America know I said that.
I say in my head, whenever I start something, I actually just think about Bernie Mac on the Bernie Mac show. And whenever he's talking to the camera,
I know exactly what you mean now.
It's-
That's awesome.
like I'm not like again, I'm not mimicking Bernie Mac in any way, shape, or form. It's just like when I start talking and I know it's gonna be recorded, I think about Bernie Mac going, America, and it's just in there.
That's awesome. And that's going to do it for this week's episode of Pick the Push. The fallout of Wrest-Fall Out-Palooza has been wild. New scores, new rivalries, and yeah, a few promos on the horizon. If you played in the PTP Royale, check out the full leaderboards and results in our Discord. You'll get the breakdowns first there. And if you didn't play this time, don't miss the next one. It's free, it's fun, and it's the only podcast you can win. Make sure to follow us on Spotify, X, and Instagram. Make sure to listen and hit the link in our bio for all things Pick the Push. Until next time, I'm Ian Fox with Joe and Brett reminding you, don't just talk wrestling, be part of it.
Oh, it's Hangman Adam Page coming to save the ops.
I do find it amusing that he had to bring his belt with him for some
He
reason.
brings the belt everywhere he goes. It's part of being a champion.
He's a champ.
Yeah. I get the joke.
That's every champion. That's not just Page.
Aw, that was a dirty joke.
What's a dirty joke?
That Paige brings it with her everywhere.
Ha. Yeah.
That's how you meant it, right?
No.
Bullshit.
No. I meant Hangman Adam Page.
Oh.
Not not Saray. But you made that so much better.
That's a bonk on me. Add it to the list.
Yeah. I will say that you got a real dirty mind.
Yeah. That's a solid bonk. That's what I'm calling. Oh, that's a part of my take thing is that anytime somebody like directly brings in something sexual that it didn't have to be, that's a bonk.
Yeah, you get the horny bonk for sure.
Yeah, that's that one's on me.
That's okay. And we can explain to Brett later.
No, he doesn't have to. He's too innocent. Gotta
All right.
keep him safe. Can't damage his fragile little ears and eyes.
Mm.
That's fair.
I'll send it to him later though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Then have to re-explain it.
Don't even worry. You'll know. Well, you won't know the joke, but you'll be like, "What the fuck, Ian?" That's exactly what.
Yeah, that's about right.
Don't let America know I said that.